if pi is greater than or equal to 1.01, I'm going to have a green light. Other than that, if it's greater than or equal to 0.99, I'm going to have a yellow light, otherwise a red light. Okay? For example, if this project costs $80,000, I'm going to have a yellow light. Let's increase the... That simply tells me, yes, it's greater than 1, but you need to be careful. It's too close. That's 81,000. It's still yellow. Now red. Okay. It's just a visual indicator without me or the user of this product or this template thinking about it. Okay. Now, you're probably thinking, that's all we need to do. MPV basically satisfies all of it. But we have other criteria that are in use. One is internal rate of return, or IRR. It's basically an implicit definition. The rate at which you must discount the future cash flows that results in NPV equals 0. If you think about it, here's the equation that needs to be solved. Cash flow 1 divided by 1 plus R plus cash flow N divided by 1 plus R raised to the power N minus or plus C0 Actually, I'm going to call this IRR. It's the value that solves that equation. Okay? If you define X as 1 over 1 plus IRR, this equation is actually an nth degree polynomial in X and in general it may have up to n distinct solutions. But if all future cash flows are what we call conventional, which means future cash flows are either 0 or positive, then this equation is guaranteed to have a single real valued solution. If you allow imaginary numbers as solutions. Obviously, a polynomial of degree n can have up to n different solutions, but in real numbers, it has only one solution. And Excel has a function called IRR that actually calculates that solution. Technically speaking, it's doing a goal seek. For example, if I did the following, let's go back to the original data, what if analysis, goal seek, make NPV 0 by changing cost of capital. So if my cost of capital was 32.63, NPV would have been exactly 0. That's what we mean by IRR. But we're not going to do that. We will actually do the following. The function is IRR, and you use all the cash flows, including the initial one. Oops. Come on, man. Should not be too surprising that we got that number. I'm going to do this a little bit light. And the decision rule in IRR is accept project if IRR is greater than cost of capital. I'm not going to put an indicator over there. You know how to do it. You can do it yourself. What do you think? Should I accept this project based on the IRR rule? Why? Exactly. IRR is above the cost of capital, which is sometimes also referred to as hurdle rate. I don't accept projects if they don't make me at least the hurdle rate. Again, for let me make that actually yellow. For cash flows that are conventional, IRR will always give you the same decision as NPV and PI. Just like PI, it suffers only from one thing, assuming cash flows are conventional. It's kind of a per dollar measure. It's a rate of return measure. I mean, it's internal rate of return. It's not exactly clear what it means. But it doesn't tell you anything about how much value is added to the firm. Again, if projects are ranked because they're mutually exclusive or you have budget constraints, you would go with projects that has the highest IRR. But one glaring problem with IRR is if cash flows are not conventional, it is not unique. When cash flows are not conventional, which means there is at least one negative cash flow in the future, the equation that defines come on, man. Defines IRR as many solutions as sign changes. I shouldn't say has, may have.